snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys! So I am here today to do a tag video. I don't usually get tagged in tag videos, but I did. I got tagged to do the internet slang tag video, and this was originally created by All Things Bookish. I will put a link down below to their channel, and I was tagged in this by Geektard, who again I will put a link to her channel down below. She's really funny and I love her channel, so go check her out. Basically this tag, you have lots of kind of internet slang terms and you have to relate them to books. So I think there's like 8 questions. So let's get started. So the first one is WTF, which is basically what the fudge. This one you have to think of a book that basically blew your mind or had you going WTF for some other reason. For this one I ended up choosing Rise of Empire, which is by Michael J. Sullivan. This is the 3rd bind-up in his Rieria Revelations series, and I very recently read this and I loved it so much because there were so many wonderful strings that I just did not expect to return into the story being brought back and woven together. It was really mind-blowingly good. There were some things that really surprised me and were amazing, and I just really enjoyed it. So very wonderful. Definitely had a few moments where I was like, what the fudge? And I really enjoyed that book, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. So yeah, that would be my pick for that one. The next one is TMI, Too Much Information, a book that focused too much on a certain topic or character. For me, I'm going to choose one that I only just read a few weeks ago, and that is The Dragon's Path by Daniel Abraham. I very much expected this to be a kind of classic, awesome fantasy with some cool new elements, and it definitely had some interesting plot points, but it was heavily focused on money and the flow of money and economy and greed and loans and banks, and it was really money oriented, which I didn't actually enjoy very much because I'm not hugely into economy. I don't really understand it, and I just wasn't that interested. So that kind of let the rest of the book down for me a bit because it was so focused on that I didn't really get to know all the characters and I didn't really get to know all of the plot as well as I would have liked to. Number 3, LOL, laughing out loud. This one you have to choose a book that was hyped, but I still ended up reading it, and for me I chose Soulless by Gail Carriger. This book I absolutely didn't know anything about, wasn't really keen to pick it up because I just didn't think I was going to like it. Loads of people that I know said it was amazing, loads of people that I know said I would really enjoy it. So it was very hyped, it was a lot of awesomeness going on and everyone was talking about it, and I decided, fine, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to read it, I'm going to give it a go, and I loved it. It was so worth the hype, and the series is just fantastic. I'm currently on book 4 and really enjoying it, and yeah, it's just such a good series. The characters are wonderful, the world is very funny, and just everything is really hilarious. It's light-hearted, it's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's a great series. So yeah, that one was majorly hyped, and I read it, and it was really good, and there's definitely some moments where I was laughing out loud within that book because it's just very entertaining and very well written. Next we have BFF, Best Friends Forever. This one you have to choose a book with great friendships within it, and I chose the Ketty Jay series, which is by Chris Wooding. This one starts with Retribution Falls, and I love the characters within this. They have such a great load of different relationships. There are some people who have such great friendships, some people who have love relationships, some people who have funny relationships where they are constantly bickering. It's just fantastic. The amount of different relationships that people within this book have is great, and we get to see a real variety, and there's definitely some really steadfast, exciting, wonderful characters and their relationships to each other, and the development of their relationships as they kind of encounter all these problems is fantastic. So really wonderful series, and definitely great characters and great character dynamics within it. The next one, number 5, is Darwin's Award, Natural Selection. I don't know what Darwin's Award is in terms of internet slang. I've never heard of that. Maybe I'm completely clued out, I don't know. But basically for this one, you have to choose a book where a character made some really stupid decisions, and for me, Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb, the 3rd one in the Farseer series. My goodness, I ended up hating Fitz at points in this story. Fitz does some really, really stupid things over and over again in this book, and I really, really had a strong problem with him doing it over and over. I don't mind a character who makes mistakes, that's obviously going to happen, that's an interesting part, but when you make the same mistake over and over again and you don't learn from it for ages, it's a bit annoying. So Fitz from Assassin's Quest in particular, because the first two books I liked him, but this one, no. Yeah, really made some bad decisions. Next is number 6, TIL, Today I Learned. Again, another one, didn't even know this existed, but whatever. For this one you have to talk about a book that taught you something or made you think, and for me, 1984 by George Orwell, fairly stereotypical choice I'm sure, but it's a dystopian and it really focuses on kind of how technology and government has taken over the world essentially, and everything is very regimented, everything is very controlled, no one has any freedom of expression or thought, no one can really do anything that they want to without the government controlling them, and I really found this a thought-provoking book because it's definitely got some weird parallels with our world today. There are definitely aspects that you can kind of see, and equally there are some things that are so far gone and so different from our world today, thank goodness. So it's really thought-provoking, it's a wonderful book, it's definitely one I would recommend everyone reads, even if you're not into dystopian. It's really thought-provoking and very interesting, and it really made me think when I was reading it, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one. Number 7, To Be Continued, or TBC. This one you have to choose a series which is not yet finished, but I am really looking forward to it. And for me, that is The Demon Cycle by Peter B. Brett. We have 4 books that are out right now, and the series is due to be 5 books long. The next one I believe is called The Core, and oh my gosh, I've just read book 4 as soon as it came out. You guys know that I absolutely adored it. It was so good, so good, so good. So obviously I'm super excited for book number 5, which is the last one in the series. I cannot wait. I'm sure it won't be out for ages because the 4th one only just came out, but it's gonna be good and I can't wait for it. So super, super excited about that, and I will definitely be looking out for that whenever it comes out. And then number 8 is XOXO, Hugs and Kisses, Tag Someone Else. So I'm going to tag Lindsay from Lindsay Ray, Sana from Inkbones Books, Sam from Novels and Nonsense, Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book, PT from PT Hulton, Chris from Chris Rhodes, Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings, and anyone else who I have forgotten or who just wants to do it, then definitely feel free to do it, and if you do it, link me your video because I would love to see it. Thank you all for watching. Leave me all your comments about the books I said down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little